Beautiful. Hey, we're going to return. And I think I need to get some rose hips. So I think I'm going to head back to the frozen creek because I reckon I can get some rose hips from there. My character is looking great. He's having a fantastic time. He's a little low on health, so hopefully he doesn't get attacked by a wolf. It's almost night time now. Oh, I don't know whether I should go for a kip. Should I go for a kip or should I just try to risk it? It's pretty dark already. All I need are the rose hips. And then I can go for a kip after that. But this is the problem, is finding them. They don't... I think they like either random spawn, or they are somewhat located in various areas, typically. But I don't necessarily know. I do have a map, actually. I will show you that later. But one of the suggested areas on this map was... It was the frozen creek. Like up here or something. So that's kind of where I'm heading for. But it would be nice if I just got lucky and came across rose... Are they rose hips? Rose hops. Yeah, rose hips. Just come across one of those and on the way. That'd be nice. Nice little berry bush. Keep my character going strong. And alive. And not dead. Yep. That's what we're looking for. Those are the terms and conditions we are searching for. Okay, that looks like Frozen Creek to me. It almost looks like it's morning time, but it really isn't. Night time's coming. So far, so quiet. Ice cat. Hello. There's no ghosts at daytime or morning time. Only night time. We're not quite at night time yet, Ice cat.
Who am a spooky ghost?
Thank you for the resub, Ice cat. You scared me. Oh, let's follow this creek. It's supposed to be at the top. I reckon there is a woof around here somewhere. I do run the risk of killing myself though. If I
eat soon.
Yeah. If I hunt the wolf down and gut it for its meat up the top here, there should be a woof, but there should also potentially be rose hips, rose buds, rose hip. I don't see a wolf. That's good. Now where's this rose hip bush? Well, there's the mushrooms. That's not what I wanted. But I'll take them. I'll have to head back to maybe the cabin near the railway tracks. I can sleep there. And then maybe go for an exploration. Because whilst I do have a map to show where things are, it's not always exactly accurate. And it was from 2016, June 2016, I got a timestamp on it of when I printed it off. I'll like... Excuse me. I don't know if that's very clear. There you go. That's a bit clearer. So that right there is hard to do this because it's mirrored. So it's not reflecting where I'm actually feeling like I'm putting my finger. But that is where the berry bush should be because that's the top of the frozen creek. So it's not exactly the best map in the world, but it is quite detailed. It's got lots of sort of like pictures on it, which are supposed to indicate that this is where something should be or could be. So like a picture of a deer or something. This is an area where deer might be. And that's why I came over here. There's a wolf. It looks like he's going for... Well, I was going to say a rabbit, but he is... Wow. You're going full sprint now, wouldn't you, mate? I wonder if wolves have like a sprint meter. I'm going to go to the Lion King Pride area. Can I climb this? See if the wolf can get me up here. Oh my god. No. I need a horse to climb it. Yeah, yeah, Skyrim style. Horses were like the best at climbing mountains. They're like goats. Yeah, I can't get up there because I can't jump. I just can't quite get over that tiny bump. I can't seem to smooth myself onto it. You'd think this would maybe do it, but it doesn't. That's still a rock solid end. Ah, I did it. Okay, you can. So that's where the cabin is. That's where we kind of want to head to, so we can go for a kip. And if there's any rose hips on the way, then I'll take them. If not, then I'll go for a kip, and I'll go exploring in areas that I haven't necessarily been yet, which are near that cabin. Jump off. I would, but you can't even jump in this game, like I say. But I do that all the time in other video games. Like, if there's a cliff and you can jump, I'm pretty much going to save it, quick save, and then just do it. Could take out but 3 of those deer. Look at that. They don't even know I'm up here. Okay, maybe they do. Yeah, walking off a cliff isn't quite so fun.
Can't afford to sprain wrist out here.
You got lucky, mate. Sprained my wrist. Okay, here we go. Or just recovery for hours. Let's see if I can limp there. I'm sure this isn't going to backfire in any way, shape or form. How far along am I in this game? Well, there's 5 episodes and I'm still on episode 2. It's massively long.
It hurts.
Now, there should be wolves somewhere in front of me. And I can't sprint. And I'm moving at a very slow pace. So, it looks good. I can't equip a weapon. So I've got no way to defend myself. I can... I can drop wolf meat as a decoy. Does that really work though versus wolves? I could say it's a long dark. Yeah, I guess. Oh, I get it.
Damn, that's smarts.
Well, I'm almost there. I was going to go this way anyway, eventually, if I couldn't find the rose hip. And then we're going to go sort of like down that sort of tunnel area, because that leads to like another area. Or you can go sort of right as you go down the lake. Veer right. Easy right. Hairpin turn. Sniff, sniff.
My stomach feels like an empty pit.
You're gonna sleep on that empty pit, and you're gonna like it. Okay. No tea. Alright, let's see what happens. See if I die. There we go. See, I'm not going to keep chugging pills all the time. That's this. Oh, I did. This guy's stomach is by far his worst enemy. Fine. I'm going to have to eat something now. God damn it. Such a greedy bastard, this guy. Go for 11 then. Oh, did he really die again? No, it's just the music that's playing. Filing guy's back. Right. Let's just eat the last lot that I've got. Drink the last lot that I've got and just go. This guy is just... I should have picked the girl. Oh no, I couldn't because this is the campaign. I wonder if the girl gets less hungry. Look at that. He ate all of that and just look at that stomach. I don't get it. This guy was meant to die. This is his fate. It's just how long can you keep this guy alive for, basically. As he constantly tries to starve himself to death. Put a fear before it, King. T-H-I. Hello there, Polo. Hello, dead, Fessy. We're on the way to Lake Trail. And I'm soon on the way to blowing my nose, but not quite. Frostwolf. Where's my toothpick? I think this splits off into two paths, because I came here before, at some point. The right one goes to a dead end, because it's on this map. Haha! I had a little look last night. They are useful, those maps, to give you a rough idea as to which direction you're heading in and stuff like that. Rough idea, but it's still not really that good. And it's about as useful as this map. I mean, technically it's got more detail on it, but this one seems maybe a little bit more accurate in terms of how it's displayed. Although these are fan-made. Oh. I got a sprinting buff. That's cool. Does that... I can't show you that stuff yet. If I save it, and then quit. I didn't know that, Polo. But I'm not surprised that he has extras. Nope. Not challenges. Badges. This is it. So this is my first feat. That's cool. I wanted to get a bunch of these because it just makes your life easier. You sprinted 50 kilometers. Sprinting now burns less calories. I don't know if that affects me in the campaign or just sandbox mode, but still, could be good. That definitely means that sprinting is worth it now. Okay. Sprint away, my boy. You've earned it. This looks like a dead area. Dave's quiet clearing. So I think in the sandbox mode, this might look like something else. But in this mode, it's just a real dead end. I knew it was like a dead end beforehand, but there's like nothing here. Oh, doorbell. I got a delivery. This thing is heavy. Satoru! You guys, if you looked in my channel, might notice in one of the panels below that there is a 10% discount on purchasing Satoru, which is basically drink on the go, so to speak. So when you need calories, which is kind of relevant in this game, you need quick calories, or you don't have time to eat, or you've got to go out, or you're on your way to the gym, you can basically get yourself these bottles, which just drink them, and you're good for like 4 hours or whatever it would be until your next meal. So you can just drink them all day if you want. I did do a test on that because I tested this. I'm going to put this down. Yeah, I did a test because they sent me some test bottles when they contacted me, and I wanted to make sure how it worked out. So I did one day where I had 2 Weetabix as my breakfast, and then for the whole rest of the day I just had these bottles, sort of like every 4 hours or whatever it was. You might have noticed me drinking them a few days ago on stream, and then see how I felt the next day, and I felt good, so I was happy to go ahead with the sponsorship. Well, you got different flavors. You got original, which I wrote it down actually because I wanted to be like as honest as I can be. When I tasted it, original has a milky flavor to it, so it's a bit like a milkshake. All of them basically taste a little bit like a milkshake because they're a little bit thick because of the amount of calories. They're quite dense, obviously, but they're just like a milkshake, really. So it's the original tastes a little bit milky, if a little bit pasty, but still nice. Vanilla was a bit like a whey protein shake, if you've ever had one of those. So it's similar to sort of like a milky kind of flavour as well. So not too far off original. Strawberry was very light and refreshing. It has that classic strawberry flavour. Chocolate was the tastiest, but a little bit, what did I say? A little bit powdery. But that was when I had it, when I didn't put it in the fridge. If you put them in the fridge, they taste even nicer. So they all taste good. I've actually got a couple of new flavours to try. One of them being banana and the other one being chai, which is like tea. So what I'll do is when I get round to it, I'll put them in the fridge and I'll have them probably for tomorrow or something like that. Because they're really quite tasty, actually. I enjoyed them a lot. So I went ahead with this sponsorship. So if you're interested in it, then look into the... Just click on the link down below. So it's satoru.eu/WTII. And if you put the code WTII in, you'll get a 10% discount off your order. And I think that's off any order that you make. So go ahead and do that if you want and you want to try it out. But make sure you do capital W, capital T, and then 2 IIs, because it's case sensitive. So the 2 letters, W and T, are caps locks, so they're caps. And then II is just normal, lowercase. We'll get back into this. I'm curious about what the chai tastes like. Scrub bush. Alright, just sticks. Sticks and stones. Let's go back and try to veer off to the east. An ember bush. Yeah. Yeah, I quite like them. I'm quite happy. They're kind of ideal for a video gamer and a streamer particularly, because it's sort of like, well, if I have to go cook, then I've got to take 30 minutes to prepare the food, then 30 minutes to eat the food, then got to put the food away, clean it up, you know, wash up everything, and then you're good to go. But that's how, what, you know, for me, quite a large part of my day can sometimes just be cooking and making meals. Does this go back onto the lake? I think it does. So no rose hips, unfortunately. So it's a real quick and easy way just to skip past that and carry on streaming, carry on video gaming. Well, that didn't explore quite as much as I was hoping it would do. Look, there's a rope. Did I put that rope
Looks
there?
like a new day is dawning.
What? Have I been out... Oh, wait, that's why it was like morning. Or have I been out the whole time during the night? No, I slept, didn't I? Yeah, okay. I'm back. I'm understanding what's going on there. That rope, I don't know if I put that there. I should be strong enough to take it on. Let's do a quick save though. I think if you're in America though, they haven't got round to sorting out the shipping in America yet. That'll be fixed in a few weeks, but I think you can still order, or at least be prepared to do so. Nice. We made it. I wonder if this goes back. Hang on a second. This doesn't go back to the first part of the story, does it? That isn't a rope that I put there from the previous level. Don't know where I am now.
I could eat a horse.
There's something down there, maybe? Bear cave? I'm gonna sprain an ankle. Could eat a Satoru. Give my character a bottle of Satoru. That would fix him up, definitely. Be a lot easier as well. You just drink it and keep going. Don't have to sit there cooking by a stove. Start up a fire, then cook it. And then wait an hour and 30 minutes. Oh, there's a bear in here. Do they have bears just sleeping in this game? Well, that light doesn't really do anything, does it? Looks the bloody same to me. With or without this thing on. Ah, my nose. The hay fever is strong. Thank you, Polo Man. Just copy the code that's shown in the panel in the Twitch video description below, twitch.tv/witty. You look at the panels underneath the video. Just copy that code exactly. Like I say, it's case sensitive. This game's coldness affects Witty. No, it's hay fever. I don't have a cold as far as I know. It's just hay fever. It's that time of the year. And it just makes my nose start to run and, you know, it's just horrible. There's like nothing you can do. It's just like, oh, okay, my nose is going to start running. Like, just out of nowhere. So this is... Oh, I know where this is. That's east of the railway tunnel. So this is actually the new area if you head east on it. But there's just not that much up here. I thought there would be more. We want to stay on the high ground to see if there's anything new. Like rose hips. Remember those things that I found very easily at the start of the game? But can't seem to find at all now. Because it's the one thing I need. Sod's law.
I could eat anything right now.
I might have to use this map in a moment to see what the other potential locations for rose hips are. I don't even know why I climbed this mountain. Like, what the heck is up here? Climbed it for what? We turn down for what? Turn it up for what? Is this going back to that dead-end path? Because it looks similar. Doesn't it? Is that the scrub bush? It is, isn't it? And that's the dead-end path. Huh. Rosebud. Yeah, I know, mate. I know. I have the high ground. Give it up, Anakin. Okay. So I need to look for a berry symbol on this map. The closest berry symbol to my current location is either go through the lake and then go up towards Hunter's Blind and the dam, and there could be some berries there. So Hunter's Blind is where it should be. So that's what I'll do. Nah, he's just hungry. He's fine. Nothing unusual for this character. Alright. Back full circle again. At least we did some exploring. I just didn't get rewarded for it.
So hungry.
You can actually walk up towards that mountain, actually. You don't have to climb the rope. There's a way round. It's just a longish footpath. Could be worse. I could have a cold. Instead, I just have the same sort of symptoms of a cold without having a cold. It's like slightly lesser version, slightly worse, slightly better. Die, Live, Repeat. Bloody good movie that is. No one's ever seen it. It's the one with Tom Cruise. I think it's got another title. I don't think either of the titles. Oh, Tomorrow Never Ends or something. Really, really, really good film though. The acting in it is top notch. So, closer to the east-hand side. I mean, basically there should be somewhere called Hunter's Blind, and it's basically where there was a wolf earlier when I was walking down this path. And I wanted to look at Hunter's Blind, but the wolf was chasing me, so I had to basically not do it. Edge of Tomorrow, that was it. There's some wolves. There we go. See if I could have just done that. I think he's going for a rabbit. Huh.
I think I need to lay down.
Huh? I can't pick that up, whatever that is. Okay. Why don't I shoot the wolf? Well, it's not doing anything to me. Although I did wonder, if you, for example, were trying to survive, and this was like the place where you were going to hunker down and live for the rest of your days, it would make sense, wouldn't it, to go out and kill as many wolves as you possibly can to reduce the chance of them breeding, and then therefore there being more wolves as you grow older and become less less able to look after yourself. Like, I'm not trying to bring up genocide here, but, you know, I did consider that. Almost in a real-term aspect. Pixide, thank you very much there for the sub. But we're talking from, like, a strictly survival point of view, where, say, for example, humanity is basically back to being hunter-gatherers.
Stream mean a lot to me, and I'm glad you do them. Thanks for all you do.
Ah, thank you, Pixide, for deciding to resub. That's very kind of you to continue to do so. Thank you, man. Stomach's always hungry. It's a balance of sort of. It's typically the worst if you go to sleep. Otherwise, you can pretty much move on 0 calories. It just means you're going to move somewhat slower. But you can still get by. It just saves you from having to use up all your food sources constantly. But yeah, like if you know, like wolves, do we need them? Like, there's always that kind of question, and we can't really truly work that out unless you have like lots of time to research the ecological and, you know, environmental sort of damage that would occur. So I hope that wolf chases that, so I can carry on going. Because I'm actually heading. I could head this way back, but I want to head to one of the cabins. Why am I crawling? I'm not crawling on the ice, I'm running. I'm walking decent. Stop being an attention hole. Okay. But if it was proven that, like, wolves served absolutely no purpose whatsoever, they didn't help the environment in any way, shape or form. Like, they weren't... It's not like deers were running rampant and eating crops and stuff like that. If it was proven that wolves just basically didn't do anything that was useful whatsoever, would it not make sense to just kill them all out? You wouldn't think about doing this for, like, herbivores. I'm just thinking about carnivores. Is there any purpose of actually keeping them alive? If all they're going to do is just damage the environment. I guess you could say that about humanity, but it's not like all of us are choosing to damage the environment, just the biggest companies. Scientists have said that all animals need to be here for the world to work as good as it's doing right now. The only thing they haven't figured out yet is leeches. If there's no wolves, who would keep the rabbits in check? But I don't think... Well, rabbits are a pest, aren't they? So yeah, there you go. That's what I mean. Like, if there's a purpose to them and stuff like that, fair enough. But if there was, like, a carnivorous animal that just really had no purpose, other than to just fuck things up, why would you keep it alive if you could kill it and just end out its species? And I bet there's a lot of people that sort of think along the lines of, oh, well, you can't do that to animals, they're poor and sweet, but we do it to insects, and they're living creatures as well. It's just people choose to sort of determine what is truly living and what is truly justified as a creature that you keep alive as opposed to a creature that you kill and harvest. It's all decided by us at the end of the day. But everything that is on the planet is living, breathing. It didn't choose to be born the way it was. So killing insects and then being like, oh, you can't kill a wolf because, you know, it's a furry animal. You can't kill that. Even though that's doing the same job as an insect, it's just destroying stuff. But that's what the insect was doing, like a locust. I'm getting quite philosophical here, but it is something I have thought about. It's not something I'd ever be in a position to actually do anything about, though. Not that I would even think to do it, necessarily.
This stuff will come in handy.
It just makes you think. You could have the condensed milk, actually, as a treat. This game has turned me against wolves.
Can't have too much water.
I don't really agree with hunting, though, and stuff like that in this day and age. I think if it was necessary for your survival, I agree with it, but
I need to drop something.
I don't think in this day and age where people just go out and hunt animals, like defenseless animals, like shooting ducks and stuff like that, or shooting like that sort of shit is just bullshit. I mean, how would you like it if you was the fucking duck? You're just flying around, minding your own business, and some fucker's just shooting you for fun. That would suck. Fish. I'll take it, even though I'm never going to use it. I could just kip here and go about my business. Seems like a thing to do. Multiple beds. Yeah, can't have too much water. Would he be saying that after he's got like, yeah, 30 kilograms of the stuff?
Boop, boop.
Oh, wow. Meldberg. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. Eat these. Feels good. Then I'm going to go back to bed, because I'm a lazy bastard. Thank you very much there for the sub, Meldberg. Where's my bed? I wish I could sleep. I'm back to sort of like 2 to 3 hours to sleep now. The last couple of nights. It's freaking ridiculous. I don't get it. It takes me like 3 hours on average to sleep. It's really good. It's a lot of fun, that is.
Eat anything.
Probably shouldn't go out in the dark, but with harder modes, you can't just sleep if you're tired. Oh yeah. Well, I thought that was how it was normally anyway. You can't sleep. Like if you're full, it'll just say your character can't sleep, so you have to pass time, which burns calories. That's always the issue, though, isn't it, when it comes to difficulties in certain types of games? Like, does that really... I mean, that does make it harder, but is it harder in a good way, or is it just harder in an annoying way? I'm pretty sure the cabin's this way in front of me now. Let's see if I'm right. I feel like I've got good, sort of, like, geographical sense in this game now. Like the cooking system and the map system. Yeah, basically. It's just, it depends. It's got to be on a certain level of convenience. Otherwise you're doing it wrong. Dee, you wouldn't hunt a duck, would you?
Never been so hungry in my life.
This guy would. Starving. I guess I could eat some fish, but I'm sure I left some food back in my main place. Yes, Flawless. Where'd you get the duck on that? I'm getting close to walking around in circles here now. This didn't quite go where I thought it was going to go. So now we face a wall. of which I don't know where I am. BBTV has dug a lot. The snack in the dark. That's good. Your life is complete now. Yeah, I'm doing that thing again where I get impatient and I decide to try to make my move early. Just follow the walls and you'll be fine. At least there's no wolves out here. Oh, right. There's another cabin again. So I think I just went around in a circle. This is cabin 1, isn't it? So I shouldn't be able to get in here. Yep. I just went around in a circle. Lol. Well, the good news is I can probably go back to sleep because I've made myself somewhat tired by doing this. Bad news is I used up a flare. Good news is I have more flares back at base. Bad news is they weigh. So putting them on my character means he's got more weight. But the good news is it means I've got the protection of those flares. Being able to ward off wolves. The bad news is if I don't come across any wolves, then I wouldn't need the flares in the first place. But the good news is if I don't come across any wolves, then that's good in the first place. But the bad news is I still got the flares weighing me down. Seems to be some sort of ever looping cycle. Can you be attacked by multiple wolves? No, just one at a time typically. But you can have multiple sort of like come after you. Let there be daytime. If I can find the door. There we go. Easy. Is it day? Can I see? Not really. Not really. I think just one more hour, Kip. I really shouldn't have to keep going back to sleep all the time, but it's got to be daylight in a moment. Like, it's really at that brink. There we go. I think that's good enough. This game is ridiculously hard if you don't have vision. Crazy hard. See, I was pretty sure I was heading in the right direction, so I don't know how I managed to miss the cabin and circle round. Unless the cabin was this way. I can't quite see too well, but if that's the case, the cabin might have been this way. I went up there and went round like that. I think that's what I did. That's if the cabin is this way. Or is it down there? That looks a bit of a dead end, to be honest. I don't think that's where the cabin is. No, it's not. So it's got to be down here. Did anyone stay and watch the games that Firebat played? I was sniping him in quite a few of those. Also, there's a wolf that's about to snipe me. Meat's back on the menu. Yeah, he's gonna... I'm gonna drop this decoy. I'm gonna say I don't have any decoys. Never mind. Try and keep my distance from him. Good. Good doggy. Good doggy. Yeah, he played this good version of Rabbits versus Sheep, where it actually doesn't end like within the first minute of playing it. It's a better version. It took longer for players to sort of die, so you could last longer. It did go on a while though, but it was a better version, definitely. You knew a lot of the custom games, actually.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Is that wolf making his last break for it now? Just because I'm close to the door? Shit, he is. You could hear it. Alright. The wolf's gone now, and everyone is safe. Everyone is comfortable. Everybody's happy. Everyone is happy. 48. Right, I think I have enough. Let's try this. I wonder if your backpack is more audible the more you got in it. Like, I can hear it quite heavily now when the character moves. Okay, so you got the house down there, but I think last time I followed the house, it took me a bit too far to the left, so I'm going to go more or less straight from here. If there's snow falling, is that how you get the water? I still don't know how I get wet. Is it because there's snow falling? I'm heading to the cabin. It's the snow. Oh, okay. See, I didn't know that beforehand. So whilst this looks pleasant, this is another hazard if you're walking out when it's snowing like this. So snow is basically like rain. Okay.
Looks like I made it through another night.
What about blizzard? You'd get really wet then, wouldn't you? There's a wolf. There's pretty much only wolves left in this place. Who'd want to live here? The wolves have won. They've taken over. What's with the stream title? I don't know. What's wrong with it, Peels Fat? Yeah. What's your point, Pills Fat? What are you trying to say? Do I go left? Because I'm not sure about this. I think I've got to go left. It's normally over the hill that you start to see the house. So I think I've got to go left. It won't cost me to try to test the sound depending on how much items you have in your backpack. True. It will only cost me time and effort.
Can you eat trees?
You've eaten enough, mate, for both of us. Yep, I was right, so that's more or less accurate. He's gonna sprain his ankle in a second. Just wait for it. Oh, I need more pills. Can you eat trees? Well, I think you can. To some degree. You can eat the bark and stuff like that, surely. There must be some level of calories from trees. Take my rosebud. Here we go. This is it now. It's been the longest mission, this one, hasn't it? Let's kill that bear. I'm ready.
Huh. Not bad. For a pilot.
Yeah,
Thanks.
well, thanks for the help. I think I'm ready to get out of here.
I have a little graduation present for you.
Oh, yeah?
Here.
Wow. Thanks.
You've earned it.
Boop, boop, papa.
Needing it before you're through.
That's a
I
good
have a
title
feeling
kills.
you might be right.
See if you can tell me anything.
I appreciate your help in learning how to survive out here. I really do. But my friend is still out there, and they may need my help. It's time I got going.
Like I said before, Mackenzie, there's only one way out of here. Through that dam.
Okay. So, how do I get through it then?
I'm the only one who can get you through, and I want to help you, I really do.
I'm tired of being jerked around, Jeremiah. I need to get out of here.
Listen, Mackenzie, there's more at stake here than you realize. This is about more than you, or me, or your friend.
What are you talking about?
Just listen. If you can't get past the bear, the rest doesn't matter. If I was well enough, I'd take care of it myself, but I'm wrecked. We'll die here unless you finish it off.
I'm a pilot with a bit of survival training. I'm not an experienced hunter. What can I do?
You can pull a trigger, can't you?
Well, yeah.
It's the American
Get
one.
out there. Keep your wits about you. He's out there, waiting. But you're going to have to bait him, so the fight can happen
bait him.
on your terms.
What? Bait him? With what?
Bears can smell blood from over 20 clicks away. You get out there, cut yourself enough that you bleed, and he'll come to you. I'm sure
Can
of it.
bears really smell from
So,
20 miles away?
you want me to
Blood?
use myself as bait? There's no way I'm doing this. This is crazy.
Land
He'll come
sharks.
for you when you're not expecting it. But you won't miss it. It won't be subtle. It'll sound like a ton of muscle and bone bearing down on you like a freight train of hate and hunger. You stand your
Yeah,
ground.
I'm pretty terrified. I think
Do
they are
not
one of like the
flinch.
strongest creatures on the planet.
Raise your rifle,
I think Hippo's still the
Sight him.
strongest creature
and
on
when
the
you can
planet.
see between his eyes,
If you had to like
squeeze
make
that
animals
trigger.
fight one another.
Oh, boy.
It's the only way.
Hippo's
And
not
if I
lazy,
make
though.
it? How will I know when it's done?
He won't go down with one shot. He'll run off, and it'll seem like you got him, but he'll be back. He always comes back. You do it again, and again, as many times as it takes to bring him down.
This sounds like suicide.
Only if you fail.
You're sure this is the only way?
You bring me the old bear's ear, and I'll get you out of here. I will give you everything you need to find your friend.
Okay. Well, you better hope this works.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Or I'll be sending the old bear back for you.
Remember, Mackenzie, wait till you see the whites of his eyes. Then squeeze the trigger.
I understand.
It's not something you can understand with your head, Mackenzie. No man can know if he has what it takes to face the bear until he's faced it. And then, it's not about what's in here. It's about what you've got in here. You aren't going to kill the bear with your head. You're going to kill him with your heart.
And no wonder this guy wanted all the rose hips and mushrooms. It's into that holistic stuff. Look at all this stuff I've left on the floor. He's done well out of me, hasn't he? Jeez. Being told that bears can actually smell up to 20 miles away, but not 20 clicks, as that's kilometers, but only if they're downwind. And that bears have like 7 times the ability to smell blood compared to a bloodhound? Like, what the hell? Bears are like super animals.
Boop, boop, papa.
Oh, hi there, Kai. It's the Twitch Prime Kai coming in there. Oh my god, say hello to Kai, everyone. You just subscribed to Twitch Prime, thank you. I should gear up. Shall I do some repairing? Because this bear's probably going to destroy me, so if I get all my clothing nice and cozy. So let's take all the clothes. You can't actually craft in this, so all those wolf pets, I can't craft any gear with it anyway. So I don't even know what it's for, really. There's the meat. See, I'm pretty sure I couldn't take the meat out of his bin because it wouldn't let me do it before. The Twitch just got... Oh my fucking god! Jesus Christ. I was not expecting that. You're not going to tell him the fact that the bear is literally just outside the fucking door? And it tore some of my clothing? A clothing that I haven't got around to repairing yet, but thankfully that's the case. Well, can I fucking go outside or not? I don't even fucking want to go outside now. Jesus. I think the idea is that you're supposed to shoot it and then it runs off, because I think that's what I did in the challenge mode. Tear it to pieces. See, Flawless hasn't done the challenge mode, so he doesn't know, but this seems familiar to me. I just totally didn't expect that. I had my guard down. Shake and bake, baby. You've killed bears before. Yeah, sure you have. Takes 3 to 4 arrows. Okay. See you later, DD. I wonder why bears are so impressive compared to most other animals. Women and girls carry bells to ward off the bears in mountainous parts of the world. I feel like that would just attract them to you more. Bears are afraid of humans, they're just territorial. Making noise scares them off. I'd still probably rather not make noise, unless I had to. It's a gorilla that you need to sort of run towards as well, isn't it? Like if a gorilla chases or runs at you, you have to stand perfectly still. Like, could you imagine that? That has got to be the fucking scariest thing imaginable, or one of the scariest things. Is having to stand your ground whilst a gorilla charges at you. Yeah, but your best hope is just to actually stand still and act as though you could actually fight him. Terrifying. I think gorillas are actually quite sentimental and empathetic, though, compared to most of the other chimps and animals. Apes, rather. They're probably a little bit more sympathetic.
Need water.
Yeah, okay. I'll get you some water. Wow. You do not have much water. I was wondering what I should be doing with that fire in the meantime, whilst I'm doing this, but yeah, well, now we know. No, don't pass the time. You can still be repairing clothes. That's the sound of victory, that is. Oh, Jeremiah's knife. I guess I'll hold on to his knife, because it looks cooler. Yeah, I know that meme, Decent. I don't think there's anyone that doesn't know that meme. Hello, Surfing Flop. Ah, that's what I was going to use the scrap metal for. No, not the hook. Scrap metal. So I'm just basically doing a lot of preparing now before I finish things off. And then go on whatever that mission is that that guy's going to give me. Crazy old man. Simple tools. Ah, I don't have any of those. I don't remember coming across any of those. That's a shame. So I can't repair that with all the scrap metal I've accumulated. Oh. That's a pity. Drop then. May as well refuel this. So simple tools are for like the metallic objects repairing. It's like the sewing kit but for metallic stuff. May as well just eat those. We've got loads of pills. Lots of firewood. And what should be enough tinder, I would think. I'm actually going to take a couple of accelerants. As much as I dislike those in the past. There you go. I think my character's basically ready. He needs to sleep in that, but
Die if I don't get some food.
just somewhat understand what I got to do. Use your map to track the bear to his favourite haunts. So you're gonna be going to the oh yeah. Lol. Let's take a look at my character then. So he's pretty heavy. I don't know if I do need this firewood. I think I survived. Most of the time I haven't needed to start a fire. It's only if you're ever like desperate and out in the cold. Otherwise I could keep myself lightweight. The rest of the stuff I think is fine.
Boop, boop, papa.
Oh. To a neck, thank you for the sub. The resub. Twitch Prime. I got loads of sewing kits up here. Oh, there's all that cash. I should take that on to the next level.
EHY bunnies and wit that we are at 3. Please more Age of Empire gameplays.
This is kind of taking over the Age of Empires, isn't it? It's because, I guess, to some degree with the Age of Empires... Oh, I shouldn't eat all of that. I've kind of played it a little bit to death now. Whereas this has got like a... I'm drawn into this now. This is like my thing. Because I used to play this like a year and so ago. And I've got back into it. And I've been really enjoying it. I don't think I do have any spare sewing kits. Let's make some herbal tea. Whilst we can.
I'd eat anything right about now.
May as well. The bad news is it's dark, so if I go outside I'm not going to get a clean shot of the bear, but... Yeah, the bear probably is still waiting for me.
Not sure why I feel so tired.
Let's just save it and go out in the complete dark and then try to shoot the bear. I didn't even have a chance to shoot him. Yeah, good idea, Jeremiah. Cut your hand so you attract the bear. Great idea.
Gotta stop that blood loss.
That bear normally sort of just walks away. So I'm going to have to get attacked by this bear like 5 times in a row. Trust. Lol. Thanks, Jeremiah.
Need some first aid.
It's been nice knowing you. It's infection bite. I can use the old man's lynching, which I had one of those. If I could find it. Ah, there it is. See, why can't you just treat it from here?
Gotta stop that.
I swear
blood
you
loss.
used to be able to do that. Now you've got to sort of go into your backpack to then find it and then double click it. But that doesn't work. Fuck's sake. So just use that. Antiseptic. So find the antiseptic.
Need some first aid.
Double click it. Then select the right thing. You don't necessarily know unless you've made sure you remember. Okay. And then you come here, go into there, go like that. See, it's just an inconvenience. It's not really, like, harder. It is harder. It's just harder in an inconvenient way. If a game is harder in an inconvenient way, it's not... Oh, he smashed up my clothing. Oh, what happened to my hat? You... he took my hat. If I see a bear wearing a Canadian sort of beanie, then I know I'm on the right bear. We're going to take some tea. We're going to go for a sleep. We'll try one last time to see if the bedroll works here. It won't. It hasn't changed. So, I'm going to go outside. And I'm going to do the unthinkable, which is to go into that little hut and sleep. Right, there's the bear. Oh, what happened to my gun? Why did the game take away my gun? Oh, shit. Right, where's my gun then? I think the game just took the gun away from me. In all honesty. Like, if you see a gun, you tell me. But I'm pretty sure the game just, with game logic, took away the gun. So, hopefully it's outside then. Okay. So the only thing I dropped was the gun. Has that bear buggered off yet? Because I actually want to go to sleep. I think he's still out there, but what can you do? Jeremiah won't fucking let me sleep when it's like night time. You obviously wouldn't do this in real life. You just sit there with Jeremiah, but because it's a video game, I'm pretty sure he's going to be chasing after me in a second. Although I wonder if he can reach me if I was in here. Because of game logic again. Let's find out. Let's find out, shall we? Get a good night's kip. Starving as usual. Nothing new there. Sleep the night away. You asked the Viking nice enough. Maybe you let you cuddle with him in bed. I got a freaking hypothermia. I guess maybe the torn clothing was enough to just make the damage so my temperature was down too low. Alright, let's try not sleeping so long then. Wait. Ah, I've got to go do that again now. Feels like 0 degrees, so I shouldn't have really died to temperature, but maybe it's because I'm bloody hungry again, and my character can't stop fucking eating. It's ridiculous. Maybe that is why I died. Sleep like 6 hours. That's good, Diasta. Yep. Well, I can quench the first, at least. there goes the water as well. Ah, this game is super punishing. Bit of the old hypothermia. At least it's daytime. Got that going for me. Lol. Oh, fucking bear. Oh my. Oh, for God's sake. Alright. Ah, yeah. Ah. Fucking. Just shoot it already. Yeah, I'm probably supposed to shoot it. Yeah. I keep forgetting. Yeah, I was in the middle of just concentrating on trying to get my character up and running again. Alright, let me just get my gun. This is much worse for my virtual character than it is for me. World of Warcraft PvP just camping me. Yeah. Okay. Let's load my save. Everything's good. I've taken... Hang on a second. So we go for a kip. If I can find the thing. Oh my god. Oh, it's done that thing where it spawned me above. Alright. This would have been easy if I just shot him the first time.
Gotta eat soon.
You can't actually, like, skip this part either. Wait till you see the white in his eyes. I don't know if you're supposed to shoot him when he sort of, like, goes like that. But I shot him when he actually got closer to me. Like... And that wasn't enough. So maybe when he's doing his standing up raw thing. Jesus.
Die if I don't get some food soon.
Alright, it took 2 shots. Let's hope that was worth 2 ammunition. Maybe my gun's got unlimited ammo actually during this stage of the game. I wonder if it's done that for you. Just so you don't screw up and use up all your ammunition, because otherwise you couldn't get past the bear. If that is the case. I bet it's done that. Also, I've got that mountaineer rope. I should have dropped that. But yeah, seriously, where's my gun? It says 8 bullets, actually, so maybe not. No, I guess I have actually only got so many ammunition. Although, to be fair... I've got 8 there. I got more in the box. If that's great. Oh, that's okay then. I don't mind losing, like... If I had to super min-max it, then yeah, I'd have to load the save again, just use one shot. Jeremiah, this is all your fault. Stupid old man. It's been a crappy day for my guy, definitely. Alright, let's drop this rope as well, before I forget about it. Because that shouldn't really be there. That was just like a backup. You never know. It's a shame I can't repair my... I might steal some cloth. May as well, like, fuck Jeremiah. I don't know, actually. Wait. If I take that... Oh, wow. There's some cloth there. Do some repairing again, some sewing. Yay! Oh, I can't repair it. Feels bad, man. Right, let's repair what we can. That bear's just going to keep tearing me up. And if he does actually, like, as you saw, damage your item or your clothing too many times, you can't actually do anything about it, and you'd have to find or have spares. But I don't necessarily have spares for some of these, because some of these are really good. Oh, hang on a second. Keep the water boiling whilst we're doing this. Or just use up the sewing kit, basically. I think the sewing kit's going to be the first thing to go, almost. So I think it takes like half an hour to knit and sew. My character's going to want to sleep again soon. But the problem is he's going to want to sleep during the day. There's not much... I may as well still go out even if he's tired and get hit by the bear. And then go and sleep after that. Because every time the bear hits you, he's going to reduce your stats. But we've got to take like 1 or 2 more hits from the bear and then call it another day. And that's pretty much what I'll have to do in the next play session. Rinse and repeat until Jeremiah's satisfied that I've bled enough for him. Okay. Oh, look at that. It's daytime now, basically. Anything we can drop? Probably... I don't need that many pills. I know my character likes them, but... I'll keep quite a lot, though, because normally if you do get ganked by a bear, you're going to need to keep repairing yourself with bandages and whatnot. Okay. I think that looks good to me. I'll maybe get a little bit more bandages.
I need to find a place to rest.
Okay, here we go. So I'm going to save it here, and then we're going to pick this up and go on the bear hunt for the next episode.